Hi, so today we are going to be talking about different ways to show and solve multiplication. Multiplication is a very important concept in math and something that will be used in many different math levels and concepts, and it's something that you need to know. So some vocabulary that we're just going to review is factors and products. So what are factors? Factors are the numbers that you are multiplying together. So if you're looking at a multiplication problem and you see 2 times 4 equals 8, the 2 and the 4 are the factors. The other vocabulary word is product, and that is the answer of a multiplication problem. In our example of 2 times 4 equals 8, well, what is the product? It's the 8. And products we talk about with multiplication when we're talking about, for example, addition. The answer to an addition problem is a sum. So when we talk about products, we are talking about multiplication. So what is multiplication though? It is a mathematical operation where a number is added to itself a number of times. So the 4 mathematical operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Multiplication is one of them, and like I said, it's where a number is added to itself a number of times. Some people might refer to multiplication as repeated addition. So these are some different ways to show and solve multiplication problems that may help you while you're doing multiplication. The 5 ways we're going to talk about are arrays, repeated addition, equal groups, number line, and strip diagrams. So let's talk about arrays. Arrays are a set that shows equal groups and rows and columns. This is generally something that we are drawing using different symbols. People often use X's, stars, or circles, whichever makes you happiest. And we make equal groups in rows and columns using the information from our multiplication sentence to solve. Next is repeated addition. And as I said earlier, a lot of people when talking about multiplication might also use the phrase repeated addition. And that is adding equal groups together. So that's pretty much what multiplication is, just adding equal groups over and over to itself. And so that is why we use it when talking about multiplication. It's super helpful. Next is equal groups. Once again, this is more of a drawing one, and this is where you take a number of groups with an equal number of objects in each, and then you count all of those up. Like with arrays, you can choose the symbols that you want to use, but this is a super helpful one in solving. A number line. We should all know what a number line is. It is used in so many mathematical operations and problems, and you're basically going to skip count with the factors. So if you're looking at a number line, you're going to add as many times for as much using the factor information. And finally, strip diagrams. These are probably the least commonly used out of the 5 examples that I'm giving you, but I still think really helpful, and I like to use in my classroom. And this is where you're drawing a strip diagram, or sometimes called a bar model, and once again showing in a rectangular model an equal number of groups with equal number of objects within, and then adding all of those up. So I hope that this helped you in different ways that you can solve multiplication. If not, it is always a great way to practice. I'm going to pop up some practice problems here next so that you can work on this at home. Thank you so much for watching.